All right. So we should be officially live for episode 16. Welcome. How you doing, Steve?
Episode. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Let's see. I just want
So
to.
we are going to be
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about a lot today. We're going to be joined
Oh
by
man.
an amazing filament company, Greengate3d. So
Greengate
those of
3D.
you
Yep. Cool.
familiar with them, amazing recycled PETG, PETG. They also make some ABS. They do a nylon. Believe they do a PLA here and there. They've been expanding their
Yep.
stuff, so we'll talk with them. And what else have you been up to, Steve? Crazy. Today was
Nothing,
nuts.
man. Today was crazy. Today
Yeah.
was insane. But just trying to get ready for 3D Printopia. I got something outside of this to do this weekend. But then after that, it's like head down 3D
Yep.
Printopia push.
Yeah. It's going to be so. We're almost a month away, right? In 3 more days, we'll
Yeah.
be officially a month away. So, which is going to be
No, one day. One
insane.
day will be a month away. The
Oh yeah, it's
27th
their
is the
28th,
first day.
27th. Yeah. So tomorrow is
Yeah.
which blows my mind. It's crazy how fast it's gone. So I think
Yeah,
I've got a
dude.
lot to do, and I know we have a lot to do. And I think it's going to go. The next 4 weeks are going to go by faster than I.
I don't want it to. I wanted to go
Yeah,
regular speed.
yeah. I'm. I'm not. Yeah, I don't want it to go fast. Like I got way too much to do.
Oh,
So, but yeah, can't can't hear
oh,
emojis. So
thanks
you
for
can't
this.
hear
Thanks
me
for the sun beam.
on Steve's
On
side,
whose stream?
or are you in my stream or Steve's stream? Da, da, da. On
I see
emojis.
you're peeking on my side.
Am I? Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Should be better. I think I'm hearing myself. Okay, good. So,
Oh, cool,
um,
cool.
well, good. So nobody
Okay.
heard any
And
of that I said.
we said so many
So,
nice things about y'all.
yeah, we were saying how amazing all of you guys are, and now none of you heard any of that. So, um,
Oh,
re-
they heard me,
so
but they couldn't hear you. I guess I don't know how that works.
so to recap on the last
Yeah,
4 minutes, however long we've been live, episode 16, Unspooled,
yeah,
Greengate3d coming on. Talk about PETG, recycled
yep.
PETG, family-owned U.S. company, awesome company. So that's the short of it. But thanks for coming, everybody. We're just basically gonna just get them in. We're just waiting for them to jump back in now. We'll get them on. We'll talk to them for 25, 30 minutes, whatever, however much time they're willing to give us. And then after that, we have a ton of crazy stuff to talk about that happened today that
Yeah.
we're all talking about. So
So many things.
yeah. So, and I know
So many things.
if you are on the West Coast, right? If you're 5 o'clock West Coast, you're probably, if you're listening, you might be driving home. I know Wazzy's driving home. Adam, I know you're on that coast. So appreciate the join for everybody. So I had not printed with Greengate PETG until like 2 weeks ago. I had recently got
Nice.
um, two rolls of it, and it's good stuff. They have a lot of really good colors. But,
Yeah, they do,
so
and they make it.
yeah,
They make new colors all the time. Colors
yeah,
for the different events. So
yeah.
that's always cool. They're
And I don't
always
want to
at
I don't
all
want to
of the
spoil too
events.
much, but I don't want to
Yeah, yeah,
spoil too
yeah.
much until they jump in. But they've got a really cool new color that is neat, a community based color that I want to talk about when they jump in.
Oh,
So
nice,
yeah,
nice, nice. Are they ready, or you see them on the side, or
I don't see them in yet. So I'm gonna
okay? Well, let me
message
message them.
them, have them jump
You got
back
it.
in. I can send him
Yep.
an invite to. We'll have him jump back
What's
in.
everyone been up to this weekend?
Oh, Ash, you're in SoCal? I didn't. So you're in. Yeah, you're in. I know we have quite a few people on our Discord that are from that area, Southern California, Arizona, stuff like that. But,
Nice.
so what's the plan for everybody tonight after the stream?
Probably gossiping. Everybody's gonna be gossiping about
Yeah,
all the new
crazy stuff.
the new
I mean, we got,
bells.
what is it? Bamboo stuff, Prusa stuff, all the things that the bamboo stuff is going to affect. Still got the U1, but yeah, it was just, today was an interesting day.
It
GTR got
was, dude.
gossip
It
as
was
usual. Yeah,
crazy.
lots of gossip.
It was insane.
I
A
don't know
lot
though.
going on today.
Ash Prince says all the fun shows are East Coast though, and you guys get Open Sauce. I'd really love to go to Open Sauce. And Rocky Mountain. That's not really West Coast, right? That's like, what is Colorado considered? It's not Midwest, right? It's like,
I think he's
it's
talking
not
about
West Coast, not Mid.
podcasts. I don't think he's talking about
Oh. Not talking about events like shows.
no, you're talking about the podcast.
Yeah. Well, you got your local. Yeah, you got your local West Coaster, Adam. He streams quite a bit, and I believe he's going to be streaming on a fairly consistent basis here. So shout out to
streaming tonight.
Yeah, shout out to
he's got that
Adam.
data list.
Yeah, that thing looks I'm
nice.
like, I am jealous.
Yeah, it's a nice machine.
Yeah, I wanted one of those so bad when they came out, but they were so pricey at the time, and I was just like, but I would love to have one someday, maybe.
I felt like they were at 3D Printopia one year. Like, I really think I saw them there one year, but maybe I didn't. I'm not sure.
Oh, Daedalus? Yeah, it's Project R3D is like, it's called the Daedalus, but it's Project R3D is the company.
Yeah, I think I seen them there. Maybe I did. I had to go back through the photos from there. But I thought I saw them there one year with a beast on the table.
Right. Yeah, it's a big printer, but I was actually quite shocked. So if any guys follow Adam, if you watched his Twitch stream when he did the Daedalus, I was quite shocked at the print quality. Like, it was really good. When he printed that red, like, triple vase thing. Okay, we got Greengate, so I'm gonna shut up and bring Greengate back in. So here we go. And we have Greengate. Oh, let's see. We've got. Let's see. We got no audio.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. We can hear you.
Welcome.
Hey.
Thank you.
So how are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
We're doing good.
Yeah. So nice.
Winding down with the summer. I can't believe it. It went too fast.
I know, right?
Oh, I know. I can't. We're almost in September, which is nuts.
I know. It's what? Just another 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you guys located?
I know where Layer X is.
You're down in Maryland, right?
Yeah, I'm a little further north. I'm in Maine.
Oh.
So I am not looking forward to the
Yeah. We were up in New Hampshire, not too far, a few months back in July.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all they us New Hampshire, we kind of get very similar weather in the winter, so really cold, a lot of snow.
What part of Maine? Not that I know Maine that well, but
central Maine, up near like Bangor area.
Oh, okay. That's the capital, right?
Augusta. Augusta. Oh. It's kind of halfway between Portland and Bangor is the capital. Yeah.
It's where the other 6 people.
Oh, wait. I had a friend that lived in Bangor.
Yeah, it's a good town. But
He
yeah,
knows her. He knows who. He
Steve,
knows them.
yeah, Steve always jokes that there's 7 of us that live up here in Maine.
Wait,
So
do you know a woman with the first name Emmeline?
no, doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah.
He knows.
He used to
He's
go out
joking.
with her. He just don't
He
want to
knows
admit it.
I got to be
This is his
careful. My
neighbor.
wife might be watching this. Can't put any X's.
That's right.
Right.
So
So can you guys introduce yourselves to the audience?
Sure.
I'm Barbara, and this is Rich, and we're Greengate3d. I don't know if you know about us, but we manufacture PETG filament from 100% post-industrial scrap plastics here in the U.S.
Yeah, and whereabouts are you guys located?
We're in New York.
New York, okay.
On Long Island.
So,
right.
Oh yeah.
Right. We're on Long Island. That's corporate.
If people know.
And we do
If
manufacturing.
people know about you guys.
Yeah, we do manufacturing outside of Manhattan, outside of the city. New York is not a very friendly state to manufacturing. So we do it in Michigan, Illinois, and Tennessee.
Oh, good.
Nice.
And looking to grow that.
So how'd you guys get into the 3D printing, filament business?
Okay, so Rich has been in the post-industrial scrap plastics business for about 30 years, 27 years. And so he would always get all different types of materials, that he would buy from Company A, and he would then sell it to Company B. And Company A would have it as whatever material, and then Company B would grind it up and make it into a different material. So after having all these relationships and stuff, he was always getting this one product, and it was this PETG pellets, and no one wanted it. And it was like, all right, there has to be something I can do with this.
It's not quite no one wanted it, but
it wasn't,
the net on it wasn't as,
it wasn't there.
The spread wasn't as good as the other materials that we were selling. And so I was looking to improve our profitability.
Then, after a lot of research, what could PETG be used? After about almost a year, a light bulb went off. Oh my God, 3D filament, PETG filament. So he went on to all the different Facebook pages, with 3D printing, found somebody, found an extruder to make 51 kilogram spools, using the PETG pellets. And asked all these people, random people, never met them, didn't know anything about 3D printing, and said, can you try this filament for us? Let us know if you think we have something. So 50 people said yes, 50 people said you should do it. And actually, I think tomorrow exactly is 6 years that we incorporated.
No, that's cool.
Wow.
That is cool. I didn't know it was tomorrow.
I'm super glad it's PETG, because PETG is my favorite filament. I've been doing this for like 15 years, and it has, ever since it's been available, it's been my favorite. PETG. I'm PCTG, both. And I still get a lot of comments from people or a lot of talk from people that have been in 3D printing for a long time, but they've been in PLA, right? A lot of PLA, and then sometimes they'll delve into someone else. But there's still a large portion of the 3D printing community that have yet to use PETG, which for someone like me is shocking, because I love it. So it's cool to be able to see a company that's primarily doing PETG, but also recyclable, because I try to be as sustainable in this industry as I can. I try to give my filament to places that can recycle it and use it to make filament. So it's really neat that you guys are doing that, and sustainability is a focus for you guys. That's awesome.
And it's all in the US, which is
that's
thing.
Yeah. So with all of these, we've talked to various filament manufacturers since we've been doing this, and where you guys are in the U.S., you guys weren't affected by any of these tariffs or any of these increases in prices, right? Because
Correct.
your stuff is local, which for you must have been a sigh of relief, right? Seeing everybody else is kind of having to increase prices. So
Yeah, I love it.
yeah.
And the lag, their lag time is just, gotten extended. Instead of having constant flow of material coming in from wherever, they're down. So
Yeah, and we've actually seen some manufacturers having tough time restocking, right? They've been out of stock for periods of time for a lot of their more important stuff. Do you guys don't have that issue, right? Because where you're doing it locally. So you guys are manufacturing in what, 3 states we said?
Correct.
Michigan, Tennessee. Do you guys ship? Does that stuff come to New York when you ship from New York, or does that ship from those 3 separate states?
So what happens is if we have a customer that looks at a case quantity or a larger load, we'll actually make it in the production facility and ship from there.
Okay.
If we have onesies and twosies or 3 or 4 spools, it comes from production to New York. That's where we stock our inventory. We have like 1,000 spools here. Then they'll go out in onesies and twosies and threesies. And Barbara's responsible for getting that done.
Oh, nice.
Lucky
So
me.
that must be busy.
She is kept busy.
So
go ahead.
Do you find that having those 3 different locations in throughout the that central part of the United States, does it make shipping less expensive and quicker?
Not necessarily. It just depends. Everything is a depend, because like even though Rich said they might want a case, but they could want a case from, we try to keep the colors separate to each state. This way,
Okay.
Oh my God, which whatever. This way we just know where everything is. And so if a customer wants like, a color from one state and then a color from another state, it really doesn't help.
Right.
So
we're not going to tell them no, but we'll encourage them if they're saying maybe they want 12 cherry pie and 3 Spartan Armor green. We would encourage them to go with a full case of cherry pie, and then we'll ship them separately Spartan Armor. So that's how we like to do it.
Yep.
And Barbara's right. Production-wise, this way we know which facility is responsible for the quality of the goods. The only overlap is black, because black is black is black, and clear for the same reason. Even white, we do in only one facility, because as you guys both know, there's like 1 trillion shades of white, and we try and keep that uniform.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's always a struggle with filament, is that you'll get filament that if you've purchased it months and months apart and in different manufacturing lots, sometimes that shade can change. So it's got to be difficult for you guys to keep that formula steady so that shade of white is always the same.
So it's not that difficult if your extrusion facilities are on the ball. If they're sourcing the same colorant, master batch, pigment, powders, if they're sourcing the same from the same facilities, it's not a problem. When you get into fighting cost and they look for other suppliers, that's when you have the problem. So, and the other thing, which a lot of people don't understand, forget PETG, PLA, even PLA is not the same. Forget that there's multiple grades and qualities of PLA, but then PLA gets like hyper filled. These manufacturers load up with filler. Filler's like 9 cents a pound. Well, PLA pellet is more like, I don't know, I've never bought it, but I'm thinking it's like $1 a pound, $1.50 a pound, whatever it is. That's a lot more money than filler. So to stretch that PLA, they load it up with calcium. calcium carbonate. And that
Yeah.
extends the
okay.
amount of PLA that they have to use to make filament. And so that's another reason why your colors are going to change. Us,
Mm.
we've had some issues in the past. It hasn't been the last 3 or 4 years, but in the beginning couple of years, we had to watch that quite a bit. And we even had it where one of our current manufacturers was screwing around with black, and we were getting some complaints.
Oh, that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
we got it all squared away, but we have to be on top of our guys too. And if we,
Yeah.
we hear from our customers, they're the ones who really the quality assurance, right? We'll hear from them rather quickly. We have email and Twitter and Facebook and chat, live chat. I mean, there's no way if you want to reach us, you can reach us.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. So
So,
and then go ahead, Steve.
No, I was gonna ask. So, whose ideas are like who comes up with the new colors for you guys? Are they
Mostly me.
internally? So, okay, nice.
Well, I come up with a lot of the names.
Yeah.
Well, I
love the names. Yeah.
I came out with a color.
Yeah.
He changed it. I hated it, and now we're going to my color.
The upside of living with your wife and working with your wife.
Yeah. What that my wife says it, happy wife, happy life. So,
yes, very much.
Yes,
so.
I guess.
She's like, I'm going to change the name of this color to sleeping on the couch. You're like,
no, he changed the amount of sparkles. I wanted a lot of sparkles in this color. And he goes, no, let's do less. No, it did not come out the way I wanted it. So now we have different colors.
Yeah.
So
these colors are not out yet. These colors are not out yet. They'll be out soon.
Okay.
Okay.
If not the end of this week, beginning of next week.
Great. So everybody keep an eye on the website, right? Because they'll come out.
I think we have 3 new colors with sparkles coming out like next week.
Nice. So one of the questions I had is that because I saw you last. Steve and I were both at 3D Printopia last year, which you were there, and you guys have always seemed to communicate with the 3D printing community well. You're always doing something with the community. So what led you guys to? So one of the 3D printing community's favorite designers, so 3D Print Bunny. What kind of led you guys to that new? Because
collaboration.
It's not your first collaboration, or what we'll refer to as creator spools, right? It's you guys have a couple, but what goes into starting that? Who do you decide to work with on?
Well, actually, we have another one coming out with another collaborator. Actually, she has the color and we don't. She got it today. So she's going to be debuting it maybe tomorrow. She's going to do a video. So we have another color with another person.
So
nice.
Right. The answer to your question. Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I say, is it cherry pie by chance or no?
No, cherry pie you know about already. Cherry pie's been out.
Yeah, that's Billy.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, no. This is brand new. Brand new. And it's really pretty. It's really nice.
Nice.
So there's a lot of people in this community, and we want to work with people that we respect, that we really like, and also and are talented, but also have a lot of followers, right? It's important. I mean, it's important to work with people you like, you respect, and can grow a business. So with 3D Print Bunny, Natalie, she's very talented. She's very nice. And we just built a relationship. She had a connection at Bamboo Labs. And I asked her to make that introduction to see if we can do some business with Bamboo, not on the filament production side, but on selling Bamboo printers. So she made that initial introduction, and then we ran with it. And so with all those things that I mentioned, plus Bamboo, we decided the time was right to give Natalie the stage to make a color for her.
Yeah, and I will say, you guys picked a good color, because that color is.
She picked it.
She wanted, yeah. She said she wanted blue with sparkles. So
yeah, it is really nice.
Yeah.
Like if you, so I'm gonna post a link in chat directly to this, because if you guys haven't seen it, you guys got to go take a look at this. It's a very nice blue.
Thank you.
It's almost the same color blue as your shirt.
Yeah, it is fancy,
but with sparkles, right?
Yeah.
From here, it looks like the same. Very similar.
Yeah, it's so nice, and it's Pet G. Like I love Pet G, and I hear a lot of times from people like they don't go to Pet G because they can't get the colors that they get in PLA, and that has changed over the last few years, where you're starting to get silky PLAs and transparent, silky PETGs and transparent and sparkle and galaxies and all these other ones, and you guys have a lot of those really cool colors, so. It's one of those things that
we're very proud of that. Natalie came to us and she said she wanted a blue with sparkles, and I said to her, we have sapphire, which is a translucent blue. Does that shade work? And she goes, yeah, that's perfect. And I said, so we put in like 10 grams of silver sparkle in there. That will load it up, and you'll see a ton of it against that dark, rich blue background. And you're right, it really came out like a rock star.
And we have other stuff very close in the works. Some big changes very soon.
Yeah, because
you guys make some really nice blues. Yeah, and I was saying you guys make some really nice blues.
Thank you.
The hydrangea and the ocean and American blue.
Oh
that
yeah,
American blue looks so cool.
Yeah, ocean was kind of an accident that
There's ocean.
Really?
There's ocean. I don't know if you can tell based on this light, but that's ocean.
Nice. Oh man.
Go ahead, Barb. Why don't you tell you want to tell the ocean story?
When we were in Tennessee, when the guy was extruding, I think he was supposed to be extruding the sapphire. He kind of forgot what color. Not forgot, but he thought he put sapphire in, but it was emerald or vice versa. And he mixed the two colors together, and it came ocean. He goes, sorry about that. I go, what do you mean? I'll take it. He goes, what do you mean you'll take it? I said, I want more, and I love this color.
Yeah, it's nice. It really is. I like the ocean, and I'm very partial. I love the shadow.
Awesome.
The shadow is really cool.
Shadow with smoke.
That's an important question. Have you tried shadow and smoke, or only one of them?
So I haven't yet. Well, I'm gonna order a shadow. Right now I have the ocean, and then I have the sapphire.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, do you? So, that's hilarious.
That's
I have the sapphire. That's the one I have.
Do you have?
But I want to order the ocean, and I want to order the shadow. But I just saw the smoke, so that's a lighter, not quite as dark as the shadow. Okay.
Right. And here's the reason. The reason is when we started making shadow, I personally thought it was a little too dark. However, I'm not the buyer. So we made shadow and we made smoke, which is 50% intensity of black. Now we post them both up on the web, and we see which one sells the most. I will say right now, smoke is almost 3-1.
Really? Wow. Oh, I like the shadow, but I like them both. But if I was picking, I would go with the shadow.
Right. And I thought shadow was going to do it because I thought smoke might be too light.
I think it's probably just that little bit of like clarity that you get from the smoke one versus the like opaqueness that you get from the black. And people probably, it's hard to get that like middle ground. So that's probably why people lean towards it.
Right.
And they're both really nice.
Thank you, Stephen. I think the key is going to be the reorders. Right? That's the key.
100%.
If you only get one order of smoke and they never order shadow, we'll never know. But if they keep coming back to the same then we'll know. So I mean, a glimmer into small business, right? How we think and how we
Oh
operate.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, absolutely.
not to stray too far from Sparkle, because there is more coming. But prior to Natalie, we did a deal with Michigan State University where we did this green. It took a long time to get that green, and we loaded that up with sparkles. So that was our first. Natalie's our second.
That's the Spartan.
Yeah.
That's the Spartan green, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We
That looks cool.
we actually had to match Michigan State's color, which took quite a while. Then when
I
you
bet.
dump in all the sparkles,
I
right? Then when you dump in all the sparkles, you have the question of whether it's going to change that base color. Because if you put too many in, it will.
Yeah, it's catching more light and shining it back out.
Yeah,
and
that
lightening it
and
up
it's
and
just
stuff.
Just makes it a little bit darker.
a little darker and more silvery. And fortunately, that worked in our favor because they called it Spartan Armor Green, the armor being the silver. So it worked out quite well, and they loved it, and they bought like, I don't know, 150 spools, something like that.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it was a good day.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, I mean,
insane.
I could go on and on. Like the Purple Rain, that's another one that I think is amazing.
Thank you.
That was the Earth color, right? Was that for Earth or 3D?
It's an original. Purple Rain goes
for
way
Prince?
back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
The only reason I said that because that used to be one of the things that they would play for the Ravens was like Purple Rain. So I didn't know if it was a Baltimore focused one per se. Or,
just wait on that.
Focused one.
Just wait. Barbara's
We
right.
have a lot in the works. You'll be when 3D Printopia happens in a month from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
So
I can't wait to see.
I'm gonna have to bring another suitcase.
At Murph. Yeah, he mentioned like that you guys are working on something for 3D Printopia.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be cool.
It better be cool because I'm gonna be ticked if they don't do what I want. It's been going on a long time, and it takes time, more time than we thought it would take to get this color right.
The color, nice.
Yeah.
So, and you guys also have your high temp PETG as well, right?
Yes. We have a virgin line. That's the virgin stuff. And it's high temp, not because it's virgin versus recycled, but because that base resin, that virgin resin, was created to print like PET, which is a much hotter temperature material. So you can run the virgin from like a 230 to 290 and you'll be no problem. So you can run it in high temp. The PETG recycle, you can run all the way from 205, no joke, from 205 all the way to 250. It's a huge range.
Wow.
That's like our claim to fame, that it's PETG, but it could run on PLA settings, but you would just have to change the temperature of the bed to 85. Otherwise, like if you typically run PLA and you don't want to reslice or anything, just put it in PLA and just raise your bed temp to 85 and you're good to go.
Oh, that is insane. That is cool.
Yeah, Barbara's right. For kicks, when you see the models at 3D Printopia, many of them were run just for kicks on Prusament PLA settings. Just because.
Oh, just to see if they print well. Yeah.
It's an inside joke in my office. It's between me and my computer. But it's like everything that's said is just PLA, Prusament PLA. So you can.
That's crazy.
I challenge your audience that has our material, run it at 205, run it at 250, and if you see any difference in color or layer adhesion or any degradation at all, let me know. But you won't.
All right. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I did notice the PETG filament at PLA temps. That was one of my questions that I was going to ask, because you don't see, obviously you don't see that, where you normally, 240, 250 for most PETGs. So and then some of them up to like 270. So to be able to print it lower, that's cool, especially if you have someone who's coming into PETG and has PLA experience, they might be more apt to print it lower. So that's cool.
It's
yeah.
all
So if you guys are in chat and you do pick up a roll, try it and then let me know.
Yeah, it's all about the raw material. I know we don't have a ton of time left, so I will show you quickly. This is the material that we start with. I mean, there's several layers here, so it's not crystal clear, but you can certainly see through it this way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's several. Actually, this is better. This is one layer. I finished it one layer, so it's very clear.
Yeah.
And there's no filler in it. Once we get this scrap material, then it gets pelletized, and you're in this bag, so it doesn't look very clear.
Yeah.
But it's actually like little diamonds. They're really translucent, and that's the whole key to Greengate.
Wow.
There's no filler in it. It melts at a true PETG temperature, and it's what sets us off from everybody else.
That's cool.
And if there's any manufacturers out there, if I tell you I have over 100,000 pounds of pellet, I would not be joking. So we're always looking to grow our base, either on the pellet sales side or on the teaming up with extrusion to make additional filament.
Nice.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really excited to order some more of your stuff, especially that shadow and a few of the others that I just saw now. Like that pewter, I really like that pewter too. I'm gonna have to get one of those.
I don't know how, but this sunset purple, man. Look at sunset purple. That thing looks amazing.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, because there's like this side or sub community within 3D printing that is like the purple people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And the people who like purple filament, they really love purple filament, and they get. So if you have good purples, that's all you need.
I don't know what it is, dude.
Yeah,
good purples and good oranges, because it's hard to find like good orange and good purple. And I saw that purple and I was like, I will grab it.
Yeah, because a lot of oranges you find are either like really like hunter bright orange, or like more just muted. And when you find a really, really good orange, it's nice. So, but purples and purples are like, that's the one thing. There's a whole host where you'll post a model that was done in red, and they'll be like, "Oh, amazing model! That printed great. It'd look better if it was in purple." And that's all the time. So,
like at these shows, a lot of times, how many colors do we bring? How much of each color? Without bringing everything with us. But over time, you learn, and like you said, it's the pinks, the purples. Some of the blues,
translucent.
A lot of the translucent colors, the emerald, but I mean, and just like bright, shiny, fun colors. And
so, what's your number one seller as far out of all your colors? And
right now,
excluding black and white and stuff like that, like all the colors. What's the number one?
That's really, really, really hard. I would say we're selling a lot of ocean. We're selling a lot of we had purple haze. It's a light purple. Pink. There's a lot of like all those fun colors. We sell a lot of. It's so hard to say just one.
Yeah.
But when I said, so when I go to a show, I'm going to have a lot of emerald. I'm going to have a lot of cherry pie. I'm going to have a lot of some pinks and some purples. I'm going to have a lot of stuff with sparkles, because that's
what about the new color, the one that's coming out tomorrow?
Right. So.
Oh yeah, the new color that's not there, that's not up on the site yet.
Yeah,
there's a few of them.
There's a few, but this person, I don't know if I can say her name.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right. So do you guys know Ecovate Beverly Tan?
Yeah.
So we made a color for Beverly,
Nice.
It's called Cyber Fairy.
Cyber Fairy Pink.
Oh,
And
that's going to be
that's
cool.
it's going to be
Yeah.
a translucent.
and she's gonna be at
Yep.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
gonna be at 3D Printopia as well.
Yep. So
That's cool.
it's
Usually she is.
a translucent pink, like a medium pink with sparkles.
That's going to be cool.
That's what
Yeah.
she wanted. She approached us at one of the shows. I don't remember what show, and asked us if we can do a color for her.
That's cool.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah. I really like. I like to see the. I like to see the spools, the colors that are a filament manufacturer and someone in the community's collaboration. Like that.
Yeah.
That stuff just. You know, it has. You're buying the color. You like the color. You like the filament manufacturer, but you just have a little bit more of a personal connection because it's someone in the community that you respect, like you guys said, and that. So you have a little bit more connection to that. So it's really cool. It's cool that you guys are helping to support those people, and then they're also helping you guys grow.
Exactly, and it's just an honor that
good
they,
partnership.
that like Beverly, for instance, that she asked us, and
Yeah.
she doesn't carry a lot of Pet G in her store, but she carries ours, because she loves it.
Right, she's got a 3,000 square foot retail store, and she carries just about every single one of our colors, and has done multiple reorders. And I know we're going to be giving her a lot of stuff at 3D Printopia at the end of the show for her to truck back to the Carolinas. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's really cool.
It is. And she named that, by the way. We did not get the name.
Yeah.
That was her call.
Or just like also Natalie.
Too.
She named it. And Billy Rubin, she named it. So like all the colors, like we let whomever it is decide on the color. And the graphics.
We named our own filaments. We named our own filament. We got a filament coming up.
Really?
Yeah.
You saw the name. You saw the name because you quizzed us on
it. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah. But you didn't ask us to do
it. We moved really fast on this thing.
Yeah.
And we had someone who does some great stuff. And not saying you guys don't. I'm just saying someone that I knew and been talking to over the year. And we reached out to him. He's like, sure. And we're like, oh, and like we were like, wait, oh, like we didn't expect you to say sure that fast. And he was all in on it.
Now what?
And and he's doing like everything like in house. So he was able to kind of like turn it around like super fast. He's small local production type thing. And so he showed it to us maybe like 3 weeks ago, and we loved it. So it's not something that we're not looking to get into the filament business. We just wanted to make it in conjunction with our podcast as like something that people could
for the
buy,
viewers,
and for the viewers and stuff like that. And because no other podcast has their own filament.
What color is it? Can you say yet or no?
It is. It's like orange and magenta. It's a gradient filament, and it looks pretty cool. It's on our Twitter. Have Rich show it to you when you get off. We love it, man. It turned out exactly what we turned out. It looks kind of like our logo. It's very close to the logo colors that we have, and
what material?
It's awesome. It's fun. PLA.
It's PLA. Yeah. I'm a Pet G guy though, so at some point we should talk.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I said that. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Hey. Don't threaten us with a good time, okay?
Right, that's right. So it's being made in Maryland or Delaware?
No, it's being made in Tennessee as well. So yeah.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not that local.
I don't know, maybe.
You said it's local.
No, it's not that local. Oh no. Did I say local? I don't think. No,
you said a local guy.
I thought you said local. Maybe you meant U.S. Maybe you meant a U.S. guy.
I meant like local to U.S.
Yeah.
So hopefully, depending on how it goes, we might have a spool or two at 3D Printopia, so everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything you want to throw out there, or
tell us where everybody can find you guys?
Sure. Well, we'll do that in the wrap up. I also want to do a couple of talk about a few other things real quick. Not only do we have
go for it.
Cool. Not only do we have PETG recycle and virgin, but now we are doing a recycled nylon 12, and it's really hard to see because again, the camera and the lighting in here is not that great. It's like a blue light. But this stuff is spectacular.
We had in Indiana
like
if you guys were there.
Right. A major U.S. automotive manufacturer has a lot of SLS powder from laser sintering.
Okay.
So that powder gets sifted and then repelletized and then strung out into filament. And it is fantastic nylon 12. So that's
cool.
That's been released in translucent, which is really natural, and black. And then because we got a deal, we also released virgin ABS. Also really, really good stuff.
US.
All US, all sourced in the US, all extruded in the US.
Nice.
Chuck Hellebuck, who probably everybody knows, came over and Chuck was like, this ABS is as good as I've ever seen. So he was really excited about it, as well as Scott. Scott did some testing on it, and he said it's top of the charts on all of his data points. He's like, it's either first or 90 percentile. So
you're, I will say, so I see on the website the black and the natural for the nylon. I'm also, or for the ABS, sorry. But the price is very good. Like that's the first thing I see. Like the price for it is very good. And for a black ABS, that's really good. And if Scott says that it tests well, it tests well. So,
he did it at Murph. Were you guys at Murph? I can't remember who was where anymore.
He was.
I mean, you know what the weather was like there, and
it was soup.
It was humid as can be and whatever, and even without it having to dry it or anything, it printed amazingly.
That's cool.
Right. Nice. So as Barbara's saying, it's not temperature controlled, and it was a mess that day or those days. And even that, he said it was fantastic. So yeah, we're really excited about it. So those are important. And just to close out some of the stuff that we do that I don't think any other filament company does, we have an extremely good modeling team. So we did this. This was printed on a Prusa XL.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. This is our own design. It's Bucky, because one of our kids went to Ohio State, Wisconsin. Another went to Ohio State. But I wanted to do Wisco first.
That's cool.
Yep. And for all you Trekkies, we did a Spock hand.
I saw it. I actually saw that model. On when I was looking at 3D print bunnies in the blue.
Exactly.
And I was like, that was actually the Spock hand was the model I first noticed, and I was like, that blue is awesome, and I like the model, so that's cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a Greengate design. So stuff that we're really proud of. 6 years tomorrow. It's hard to believe.
I know. We started.
That's crazy.
What was it? Earth 2019. We were in business for like a month. We had 2 colors, and now we're over 30, and we we close out colors, bring in new colors, So yeah,
that's awesome.
It's awesome. It's good to see you guys growing like that.
You guys got to celebrate your anniversary as well. Let everybody know on the internet so they can.
Yeah, we should do that at 3D Printopia.
I mean, 6 years that's awesome,
right?
Yeah.
We're trying.
So we'll have a celebration at 3D Printopia for 6 more years,
right? At least
and beyond. At least
I'll have some tequila with me.
Are you driving or flying?
Oh goodness!
So I'm flying. Steve's obviously you're only like an hour away.
Well, so I might walk. In this nice side. No, I'm kidding.
What part of Maryland are you from, Steve?
I'm from Baltimore City, but I live a little bit. Like not really. It's still technically Baltimore, but I live in Parkville, which is like a rich knows.
Yeah.
It's like 30 minutes from Bel Air. from the arena. So it takes me like 30 minutes to get
Yeah,
there.
you're like 10 minutes from
That's
Towson.
great. No hotels, no
If that
anything.
much. I stayed at the hotel last year because I was emceeing last year, so
Oh.
I wanted to be able to just like wake up and not have to like worry about getting there on time. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to stay at a hotel this year or just drive up and drive back. After the after party, you can be there till the end, and then have to turn around and come back and be back by what, like 9 in the morning or
We're
something
never
like
there
that,
until the end. We're too old.
Yeah, that's why I'm flying this year, because it's like a 13-hour drive for me. So I wanted to get there a little earlier on Friday. So
like when we go out to Indiana, it's like 13-hour drive.
Yeah, I drove out to Indiana. It was only about 10 for me, but on the way back, I left maybe around 2 on Sunday, and I was back home by like 11. Man, I was flying.
Oh wow!
I had like two Monster energy drinks, and I was coasting.
We're like
coasting.
Packing up. We're like usually the last people to leave. So by the time we left Murph, it was probably around 5 or close to 5. Yeah, it was crazy. So we only drove like
go home, or
we drove about 5 or 6 hours, spent the night in Pennsylvania somewhere, and then the rest the next day.
Oh, okay.
Well, nice. I'm happy next year with Earth in Pennsylvania. That's a little bit closer to me. So.
Yeah, it's a lot closer to us too.
Yeah.
But I'll miss going to get crabs. I will miss crabs terribly. And all my friends.
I gotta get crabs. I literally just had crabs before the stream.
Really?
Did you ever go to Costas?
Seriously.
Did you ever go to
No, but you're the second person.
Probably Rich.
Told me about Costas today.
Told you.
No, today really? At work, one of my coworkers was like, Costas, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So I guess that's a sign. I have to go now. But
you have to go.
My wife came home with crabs. Oh. Yeah, she was like, how much
I have to get some.
Stream? I was like,
I have to get some this year. I didn't get a chance to get any last time, so this time I have to get some.
Have you had them before?
I'm from Maine, so we have lobster, but
right.
we don't.
Have you had crabs before?
It's different, man.
I have, yeah. I've had crabs in Alaska, and then we have them up here too, but it's Maine's like different lobster.
Maine's version.
But you got to have them.
Do you have them like where you have to hammer them and everything?
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. We've had. But I didn't when I went. I didn't know Maryland. I had been for years since I've been to Maryland. I didn't know Maryland was known for crabs. So when I got to 3D Printopia, when I first met Steve last year at 3D Printopia, him and I were sitting at the table by the back entrance where everybody comes in because he was emceeing, and him and I are sitting there, and I was like, "Why is there crab shacks everywhere?" And like everybody's talking about crabs and crab chips and all this stuff, and he's like, "Oh yeah, crabs are like a Maryland thing." And I had no idea.
Look, we had printed a crab for 3D Printopia last year.
Yeah,
nice.
It's perfect.
In orange.
So I will be having some of those.
I might need that model. Do you guys have that model on your site, or?
We're gonna create a Patreon. A Patreon.
Okay,
page.
yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We've been trying to do that for like 2 years.
That would be cool.
It is ridiculous.
It's
too much.
Trust us, we understand.
Yeah. But I have a question for you guys. I don't know if it'll help you. It'll be cool if we did it for all your viewers. If you want to do like a 10% discount code through the end of this month or for another couple weeks, even through 3D Printopia, we can do that.
That'd be awesome.
Would that be cool?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
They would love that.
Why not? So
Corey would love it.
Yeah, PETG guy.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we do Spool again?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's perfect.
Is that cool?
That's perfect. Yes, man. That's perfect.
So let me make sure I got it right.
So you guys hear that?
Spool, SPOOLIGAN.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll do a 10% off all of our recycled PETG and virgin, although actually virgin's on sale this month, so probably not. But it's already discounted 13%. So we'll do it 10% across the board on all recycled PETG.
Awesome.
Through the date of 3D Printopia, so we'll cut it at that date.
That'd be amazing.
Appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. And
Wait, so
scream it
you
out.
guys first met last year at Earth?
Yeah.
And now look at you guys.
Yeah,
I know, right?
So, yeah, it was wild. So I had the idea of doing this podcast for a couple of years, and I wanted to do it with someone. I wanted it to be a co-hosted thing, so that we could communicate, talk back and forth, and have it as just something fun. And I had just never found the person to do it with. And when I met Steve at 3D Printopia, I had left 3D Printopia, and it was several months after that. And him and I had talked continually in like the Polymaker Discord and other Discords and just all across the internet that we're all in. And so it was probably 4 months ago now, Steve, or 3 months ago that we.
Yeah, like.
So I messaged Steve one night. It was late one night, and I said, "Hey, you want to do a podcast with me?" And he was like, "Yeah!" Like it was, and he had a very similar idea to mine, so it was perfect. And yeah, so that's how it was. It came about.
Love it.
That's so cool.
Now we're 16 episodes deep. And
oh, wow. How often do you have an episode?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Oh.
Every Tuesday. Rain or shine so far.
Yep. We have not missed one. So even when Steve went to Canada, he even did it from his hotel room.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dedication.
So, it's been good. Yeah.
We enjoy it. It's fun. And we do it for the community. And we do it for you guys as well. Like I talked to you, Rich, for like a half an hour at Murph. We were eating breakfast, and I was like, I said, like, dude, I was like, would you be willing to come on? And you was like, sure. And literally, messaged you last week? It was like, hey, you want to come on? He's like, yeah. I'm like, and I think it's great because people only really get to see you guys at 3D Printopia, and now they get to hear the story. Because like when I heard the story, I was like, wow. It's it's a lot deeper than someone saying like, let's just start selling filament. It's story to that. And then you're a hometowner, so
I am. The Orioles are my second favorite team.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
I actually brought a Doug DeCince's jersey to the 3D Printopia 2019. Murph.
Wow.
Earth.
Yeah, Earth 2019. I brought my DeCince's jersey.
People still call it Earth.
Yeah,
because it's easier to say.
Yeah, we still call it easier to say.
Yeah,
I know 3D Printopia. It's a mouthful.
Yeah,
it's a mouthful. Yeah, it's a mouthful. It describes exactly what it is, which is what they wanted to do. But it's for veterans. Earth is easier for us to be like, hey, you going to Earth? And people are like, yeah, I'm going. And they know exactly what you're talking about.
But then you get like confused because Murph with the M, you think Maryland.
Exactly.
Right. So.
Oh yeah, I never thought about it. Yeah, that is true though. Oh man, now we got Lone Star as next year, the new festival. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, that's the one in Texas and basically Dallas.
Right.
For the most part, like
that's Dallas.
Lone Star 3D Expo is next year in August.
I didn't even know you knew about that. Wow.
Oh, man.
So is that going to be like another Rep Rap Festival thing?
Yep.
Basically, yes.
Yep.
Who's running it?
So it'll be interesting.
I know who's running it.
I don't know exactly who's running it.
Who's running it?
Yeah.
I forgot his name. But I know who it is. I can't know everything. Oh my God.
Then don't have me ask you.
But I know who it is.
Not right now. Don't ask me.
No.
Well, it's another one to mark off on the calendar.
Yes. I have to put it on there.
To go to.
No, actually, Steve, like you, I know the MC now over there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. He's retired PD, retired military. Good dude. Definitely a good dude.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so we have to put it on the calendar.
I'm trying to talk my wife into going to Lone Star. So we just went to Texas last year, though. So we went to Dallas last year as well. So it may be a hard sell to get her to go back. But Dallas has a lot going on. It's a fun place.
Oh yeah.
It should be an interesting one to go to.
How far is it from Austin? Do you know?
I think it's like 2 hours. Or wait, they're on a different. I think they're on different sides. It might be like 6 hours or something.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hey Siri, how
Houston
far is Dallas from
below.
Austin?
I think Houston,
Yeah, it's I don't know how far it is because I know there's
only
it's
3
Dallas
hours.
and Irving.
It's just
Yeah.
under
only
3
3
hours.
hours.
That's not
Okay.
too
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not bad at all.
My wife loves Siri. Why don't you ask who's hosting?
Yeah. So,
But we appreciate you guys coming on. Like, you guys hung
We
out way
do.
longer than we thought you were gonna hang out. Yeah, and you know, anytime you guys have anything coming up, feel free to let us know, and we'll let the Spooligans know. And you know, we'll see you guys in a month.
Yep.
Yeah.
Almost a month to the day.
Exactly.
You know, and you know, if we don't talk to you before then, travel safely. And if you guys come in a day early, let me know, and maybe I can like grab some crabs or something for you or whatever.
Nice.
Just let me know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but check out Costa's. That's where we go all the time.
I am. I'm gonna have to tell
That's
my
the
wife.
place.
I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
2 times a day someone told me about Costa's. So
It's in what's the name of that town?
we got it.
Something with a D.
Dundalk.
Dundalk.
Yes, and they actually have one in Dundalk, and now they have one in Timonium at the Maryland State Fairground. It's in the grandstand on like the second floor or something. So
is it like a crab thing? Like a
you should go to the original. You should go to the one in
Go to the original.
Go to the Dundalk.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go to the original.
It's Dundalk.
For sure.
I think it's Dundalk. Could be Edgemere. Does that sound possible?
Hey Siri, where's Costa's in Maryland?
Help me.
It's either Edgewood or Dundalk, one or the other.
All right. So that's the one I'm going to go to for my first Maryland crab.
Yes, sir. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Dundalk. Right, it is there.
Okay, cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, once again, you guys are coming out. Everybody follow Greengate everywhere.
Yeah.
They're usually on the Greengate3d on Facebook, now on Twitch, as well as
Instagram,
Twitter,
Instagram.
10%
off,
also,
baby.
And a lot of new colors.
10% off.
Spooligan. Now until 3D Printopia. So get your Greengate filament. Yeah. So that's an awesome deal. And
a lot of new colors coming out
at
the end of this week, beginning of next week.
Nice.
That's cool. So.
Stay well.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
Have a great night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Nice. Well, that was cool. So, again, everybody, 10% off Greengate Pet G from now until 3D Printopia ends. So, Spooligan, 10% off. So, that's awesome. That's really cool.
It may not be working just yet, but
no, I mean, let them give them 24 hours or so. But at some point tomorrow or the next day, try it and
go build that cart.
Yeah, and let us know what you guys get, because I'm gonna get I'm getting that shadow. I'm getting that shadow and the the blue, the 3D print bunnies blue. That thing is crazy good. Like that's
sunset purple. Man.
Yeah, I will say it. It's a better blue than High Five blue. I'm saying it right now.
It does.
I'm on camera.
Shots fired.
It's better than High Five blue. It is good.
I guess we won't be getting Joel on the show anytime soon. Thanks a lot, Corey.
Challenge accepted, though. He's got to come and say. It's really good, though. Like it's like that translucent blue with that silver sparkle is really nice. But
nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Bearded, thanks for the raid. Well, we couldn't, like, we were in the middle of talking, but appreciate the raid for everyone that came in. You know, I'm glad you guys showed up. It was a good time. We enjoyed it. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Greengate, they're good people. You know, they're just super nice people and down to earth and great company. 6 years. That's awesome.
Right.
And I like the fact that I love that it's recycled. Like, I love that it's sustainable and that they're using material that who knows where that would end up if they weren't turning it into filament, you know? And
you know, I'm not a super patriot, but I love when stuff's made in America. And it's
Yeah,
stuff
I
that we
mean,
use, so it's awesome.
yeah, and like I said, they're manufacturing it in 3 different states and 3 different facilities. So, they're by them producing filament in the U.S. at those 3 separate facilities, there are jobs, right? There are people at those plants that need to make that stuff. So, not only are you getting U.S. made filament, but they're helping create jobs, which is really cool. So, I love that. I still can't get over the 10%. That's so nice. But, so
now we get to the regular part of the show.
Yeah, so not. And again, someone said like controversy, and I don't think I just.
Is it
what do you want to start off with first? Do you want to start off with the? Really, it's just the bamboo stuff, right? Like that's what it is. It's
bamboo stuff.
Yeah, so it's what is it? The Vertec or whatever they call it. So yeah, the H2C.
Let's go to the main thing. The H2S price dropped today, which is what
$12.99.
$14.99.
$14.99. Well, it's $14.
I thought it was $12.99.
Not the H2S.
For the whole thing.
Yeah, so for the H2S combo, it's $14.99. I still think it's too expensive. I think it's one of those printers that is going to fall in this black hole in the middle, right? It's more expensive than the K2 Plus. It's more expensive than the K2 Plus, and it's smaller. The K2 Plus is $12.99 with the CFS, and it's $350. And then
here's what I think. I think they're going towards kind of like the Prusa model, where people who love it, who love bamboo, will buy this printer. It has a very professional feel to it. It looks very, if you're people who buy Prusa, they like the quality of the prints. Do I feel like the uptick in price compared to a regular printer equals the amount that you pay extra for it? No, but to a farm that's talking to big companies, for them to come in and see nothing but Prusa machines on the shelf, it probably looks good.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt it'll sell. Like the bamboo loyals are going to buy it. It's going to sell. I think it's one of those things where it's like you had the H2D and now you have this, and then they launch the. Well, and the crazy thing is they launch this, right? It's an AMS that produces poop. And then right on the heels of this, they produce the Vertec or whatever they're calling it.
The Vortec.
Yeah, and then put out a video on that release basically saying the AMS is wasteful and now we're going to fix that.
I love it.
But it's hilarious. But and I've heard 2 different sides, right? I've heard people say like, "Oh, that's stupid. It's just why would you?" And now that the H2C is going to be out, you can upgrade. Mm-hmm. They're saying you can upgrade the H2D to have that nozzle switcher. But why would you buy anything else? Like, why would you buy an X1C or an H2S? Like, right? Why wouldn't you just buy the H2C with the nozzle switcher and not have poop?
Because they thirsty.
I know, it's just crazy.
The thirst will take over, and if that H2S comes out, 3 months before the H2C, and the upgrade kit doesn't break the bank, people will probably still, just to have the H2S, they'll probably still pull the trigger on it.
Well, the interesting thing is what's the H2C price going to be? Like that's going to be it's got to be more than, I would think it's going to be more than the H2D, right? Because it is the H2D plus the nozzle switcher. Because they did say the one thing I did like about it is it did say that the H2D is going to have an upgrade path. So you're going to be able to upgrade the H2D, but it did say that it did specifically state the upgrade is not easy. Like you have to be capable. Yeah. I can't remember the exact wording of it. If anybody knows it, say it. But basically it was like this little caveat that said there will be an upgrade path, but essentially it's not for the faint of heart. Like you got to be okay with. It sounds like it's going to have a significant amount of disassemble and reassembly. not just like
Are we talking like
plug it in.
Are we talking about the A1 debacle all over again, where you got to be like
I don't
Bambi
know, like
certified or whatever?
yeah, it seemed like it just seemed like it wasn't going to be an easy. But I do like that it's an option, right? Because if I was somebody who bought an H2D and then now they come out with this 3 months from now, I'd be pissed, right? If I couldn't now upgrade, because if I had bought an H2D, I would have rather had this. But
Peekaboo said, "Watch out, watch for when they release the H2O."
yeah, and well, that's the other thing that I've been hearing too, is that like Bamboo's getting into this like confusing state, right? Where now there's so many different things, because now you have the A1s, the P1S, the X1C, the X1E, the H2D, the H2C, the H2S, like holy, the H2 or yeah, and then you have what? You have the X1E too. So it's kind of confusing with the way that they've been releasing this. And obviously a lot of this was in response to the U1, right? Like they saw how good the U1
maybe
did.
maybe no, because the Vortex obviously is something they've been working on for a while. The H2S,
well, I would
as
think,
well.
but
Now, maybe
based on the
price could be reflective of the H21. I mean the H21. I'm combining names now.
yeah, see, that's
The
what I'm
U1.
saying. Like it's confusing. I just think you're gonna have. I think the H2C, it's got to be more expensive than the H2D, right? Because it's essentially the H2D with the nozzle swapping. Like, how could they possibly make that and it
Well, it
be
still
less
has all the
expensive?
features of like the H2D, right? Like, well, it's capable of everything except for like, then they downgrade the laser or something like that, or
Yeah, basically it had everything. It's that plus the H2D Pro, or sorry, the H2D is $2,300 with the combo.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have that plus the nozzle swapping, I mean, it's got to be upwards of $3,000, I would think.
Here's the thing: wait till they come out with the H2C2, where they have 2 sets of nozzle swappers in there.
Yeah. So now again, but now I just said that, and I just thought of something. So even if that were $3,000, you're still significantly below the price of the Prusa XL, right?
Yeah.
And this would the H2C would give the XL or a tool changer a run for its money, right? Because now the big complaint of the AMS, the Bamboo AMS is between the XL or a tool changer is that it's the poop, it's the waste. Now, if they solve
XL
that,
killer, sir. It's 6
it could
colors.
be.
Number one, you get an extra color.
Yeah, I don't think it's a U1 killer. Yeah, I don't think it's a U1 killer because the U1 is far less expensive. But I think it would seriously hurt the XL. Like, why would you buy an XL, right? If you could buy an H2C that doesn't have poop.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have
but
poop.
That also brings us to the other bomb that was dropped today, was that Joseph Prusa picture of what looked like some type of tool changer, whether it was everybody was saying it was the Bondtech Index, but some type of 7-head tool changer on a Core 1. Now you still have the problem where the Core 1 is a small machine, but that would be pretty cool to have a 7-head tool changer on a Core 1.
Well, here's the thing, right? When you think about like the size of the Core 1,
yeah,
it kind of has to be Bondtech or something along the same lines as, what either Bondtech or Bamboo is doing. So yeah, today was a very interesting day. A lot of Googling was going on today from a lot of people.
Yeah, and you did see. So here, let me share. This is the.
Yeah, go for it.
Find it in here. So this is what he shared today. So you're what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I mean, it kind of it looks kind of Bondtech Index like. I haven't compared it, but it also doesn't, because I don't know if do those look printed?
Yeah, K2
Or
Kevin
do
said
those
it
look?
is Bondtech parts.
It
It's
looks
more than
like
likely
it.
it's printed. You know how the world. He's like,
Yeah.
but how are you seeing? But how are you?
And
How are you seeing the bed?
there was something several months back that there was like some leak, or who knows who, where they were saying Prusa was going to partner with Bondtech, and it was kind of going around in like the bowels of the 3D printing world, and who knows if it's true or not, but it does look Bondtech-esque. So would you buy? So you figure a Core One is what, $1,200?
I think it's 1,200. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're buying a Core One at $1,200, what do you think? So a fully, because you would want it fully. So it's $1,199 for a fully assembled Core One. So what do you think a fully assembled Core One with its 7-tool Bondtech would cost? So Bondtech said, because Bondtech said $250 for the tool head, and then $35 for each. Yeah. So you already did the math. So what was it?
I didn't. I said.
Oh, you didn't?
17. I said 7. No, it's $17.99. That's my guess.
Okay, so if we do 35 times 7, that's $245. So it'd be $500 for the Bondtech. So it'd be $1,700. So good math, Steve. Good math. So would you pay? Would you rather have a Prusa One with seven indexes for $1,700, or a 6-nozzle H2C for $2,500 to $3,000? Now that's bigger.
With a bigger bed.
Yeah, yes. It is bigger, but it's quite a bit more though. Yeah, and like Polymorph says,
probably the Core One.
The Core One is small, but because Core One is what, 250 by 210, because it's MK4 size, which I think is 250 by 210. Can't remember what the height is, but I think it's like 245.
I mean, here's my thing: like, how often are you printing, at max bed capacity? Majority of the time, and I think people kind of forget this from time to time. Yeah, it's cool to have a giant printer when you need it, but majority of your prints aren't going to be that size, unless you're like doing, giant industrial parts. So, like for me, it's more the more options for filament would be the bigger thing. So I would probably go wherever I could get more options and less poop.
Yeah, because the
poop is always a big deal for me, because I model so that I can put it together. So poop is always a problem for me.
Yeah, and like I like to be able to print full color models that I don't have to assemble. That's tough with an AMS, because, and it's not even as much for me the poop, right? Because I can recycle that. And I'm not concerned with the cost of the poop. What I'm concerned with is the time. So when you have a 4-color model that is one print, not assembled, and you're not printing the pieces separately, it's like an exponential time on it. Like, so you take like an 18-hour print, and then with the tool changer, it's now like a 7-hour print. So it's a time for me that I like with the savings. But and you're right about the size, because for me, a 256 by 256, so like the Centauri or the P1S or the A1, that size, the 90% of my prints will fit on that, even if it's a single long part diagonal. But again, I do like to have 300 to 350 for the bigger stuff, but I think the vast majority of it is, fits on that small. But I don't know, B. Like, what do you think this is something that they already have out, or do you just think it's something that they dropped just to get in the mix of the U1 and Bamboo launches? Like, Like how
Stay
quick is this
relevant.
thing going to come out? Because Prusa has had the issue where they have kind of lagged behind a little bit over the last
we're still
2
waiting for
years.
Bondtech to lock in. So it's like, which one's going to come first? Are they going to, are they going to just bundle, with Prusa and say, okay, cool, peace out, or are they going to have both products launch at the same time, which is great for them. But I don't know. I think it's going to be. I think they released this today because of everything else that's going on, and to show that, hey, we're still at the table. Like literally today was a crazy day for our community for 3D printing, because you went from like, we've been bashing the H2D for what, like 4 months now, because it wasn't what we wanted, and then this morning you see, oh, it's like, okay, cool, the H2S, awesome, whatever, blah blah blah, and I think that's kind of like, oh, we got the price for the H2S, and I think that's kind of like, if their marketing department didn't do this on purpose, then 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 they should be fired. Like, if they did it on purpose, give them a raise, because they rolled out the price for the H2S, and like people were like, oh, okay, it's not that bad, and then they hit us with the Vortex, which was like the icing on the cake, and like, whoa, wait a minute, and a nice little 2.5 minute video, 2 minute, 3 minute video, and you're like, hold up, like, okay, just when we thought that we were excusing Prusa from, Bamboo from the table to the kid table, they scooted their chair back up to the grown up table, and they're giving people what they really want. And I wonder if it was something that they had in the pipeline the whole time, or they saw what Bondtech did and they were like, hey, we can do that. We got the parts. We can pull this off. And they, maybe they copied, maybe they already had it in the pipeline. Who knows? But
and it has to be something. The level of engineering that goes into that nozzle swapping unit that they teased, that has to be something that they've been working on for months, because that's not something you whip up in a month, 30 days like that. It's clearly something that they've been working on. But and I think, in my opinion, I think Bamboo's been getting their ass kicked for the last year, right? Other than just they have good print quality with the X1 and the P1. But I think they've been getting their ass kicked in 2025, and I've basically written them off. I only have one Bamboo machine left, but I am my interest in Bamboo is now peaked again with the nozzle swapper, because the Swapper 3D. I have experience with the Swapper 3D. I like the idea of nozzle swapping, but nobody has yet done a nozzle swapper that's reliable or out of the box. So when Atom Form came out with that Palette 300, or the P300, as Steve said earlier,
the P300, that's right,
the P300,
that's what we call it. Community.
That was kind of cool, right?
The P300.
Yeah, because that was kind of cool. It was like, a nozzle swapper, right? Like 12 nozzles swapping out, plus plus 4 AMSs that can feed that, all of that. So it was like 36 colors or 12 different material. That was kind of like, whoa, that's really cool and that's new. And then come to find out, Bamboo's doing like the exact same thing. So Atom Form
stole their thunder, bro.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like Atom Form, a startup in new, they're probably freaking out. I mean, I would be.
Would you?
Now,
how would you not be?
I think there's clearly could be room for both of them, though, because the Atom Form.
No, they can't. There's no.
Well, the Atom Form, if it's good, and it falls into a lower price category than the H2C, which clearly it's gonna, it would still have value for someone, right, that couldn't afford the H2C.
Historically, the smaller companies they shoot high with the price, so
yeah.
I don't know, man. I honestly don't hold out hope for it being.
They haven't launched the price yet, right, for that?
No, but I would hate for them to have to like lower the price that they wanted to charge, being a small company. I don't know. I'm assuming they're a small company, because of the market. But that's how markets work. Now, will they rush to get to the table? Maybe. but and what can they do? 12 colors? I know they can do 6 because that's
It was 36. It was 36 colors or 12 materials. Okay. So they could do 12 different materials in one print, or 30 and 32 colors, because it had
32 or
36? 36. It had 12. 12 nozzles that it could swap, and then you could do 4 of the 6 filament AMSs or MMUs, whatever they're. I don't even. They didn't even say what they were.
Yeah. KT Kevin said they released 2024-2025 market share reports for 3D printing. Creality, Bamboo are 90% of the market. Prusa is fighting for the bottom 10%. Yeah, you see what the most important part there is Creality. We can move on.
Most important part is Creality.
Most important part there is Creality, by the way. Liz says 99% of everyone's first printer is a Bamboo now. That's true. Yeah, we
that's because they're easy.
Target market. Yeah, and we are the target market for sure. They're not Bamboo's target. Bamboo sells printers, and people don't even know they can use filament. Or that's true. They can use other filaments in their printer. We are here watching a 3D printing podcast. We are not the bulk of the market. We like 3D printers a lot. We help shape what happens in 3D printing, but the bulk of people didn't know that they wanted a tool changer from Bamboo until today. And whereas we were talking about it over a year ago. So yeah, we are not the biggest part of their market, and that's why they came up with the
yes and no, because I am also in another community, which is the first robotics and the robotics thing. And although they are not 3D printing addicts like we are, they are very involved in 3D printing because it's a tool that they use to make their thing. So they are also a group, not a 3D printing community group, that is aware of tool changers for multi-material and quicker faster printing. So there are other groups that are outside of here, and obviously they're not as obsessed of it that we are, but there are other industries that use 3D printing as a tool that do keep up with things.
But they're not buying printers that usually have a printer in their facility or in their workshop for First Robotics. They don't have them at home. We got these things at home. It's us. There's farmers, and then there's the rest of the world. The rest of the world probably makes up I'll say maybe 70%. I'm spitballing, because the things we do don't really carry over into the people that they market to. We watch the videos. We don't really care. We're looking at the stats, and everyone else is like, "Oh, cool, a dragon, awesome. Oh, you printed a shoe, that's cool." We're like, "Hey, what was the speed?" And we're looking at the details.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what nozzle swappers and tool changers do to the industry as a whole. So when we were talking in our Spooligan Lounge chat the other night, the thing was do in 2026 and beyond, do nozzle swapping, what was it, tool changers, nozzle swappers, and there was something else we said, do those become the norm, right? Do they kind of push AMSs and MMUs and all the other things aside, and at the end of 2026, beginning of 2027, are we all now in tool changers and nozzle swappers? I love the idea of the nozzle swapper. Like I said, it would just be interesting to see how reliable they're going to be, but it's just cool. It's exciting to see where we're going to be in another year, because I think before the U1 was launched, and definitely now before the Bamboo HC, I think a lot of people in 3D printing were kind of thinking that we're hoping for something good, but weren't expecting it, or it was kind of feeling a little stagnant, almost like nobody was coming out with new, other than the Bondtech Index, but that's kind of taken a bit. But I think they're saying October, November, right? Or that was the original, October, November for the index. I don't know if it's still the same time frame, but
Yeah. So,
interesting.
like I said, it is a good time for us because it'll also reflect on the pricing that we get for these machines. So, you know, I think holistically it's a win-win. There's so many options out there that after a while it's going to be like turf battles and 3D printed
Well, it's
knife
like,
fights now is gonna
well,
turf
it's
wars.
like I mean, eventually we're going to get to it. We're going to get to a time where 3D printers are like washer machines, right? Like they're all capable of the same thing. You just pick your brand, right? Whether it's Whirlpool or GE or LG, that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
And it's going to be just like trucks, right? You're a Chevy guy, you're a Ford guy, you're a thing. And 3D printing is no different. It's always been that way. You're a Prusa guy, you're a Bamboo guy, you're a whatever.
Like I said,
but so Tech Cheaper says,
toasters.
Tech Cheaper says, oh, the H2C looks like a stake through the heart of Prusa, which I heard a lot today. I think that's probably why you saw.
Like I said before,
that
it's basically toasters right now. Like at some point there were probably like 40 different toasters, and then eventually people were like, this is like I just need 2 slots that I put bread into, and I push a button and it gives me toast. And I think we'll get to that point where some of these companies will disappear. I'm pretty sure like the greatest car company ever died in like 1910 or something, or whenever.
I mean, it was really Ford back then.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure someone made a car that was like freaking amazing, and then like Ford was like, nah, we good, and pushed them out. And I think that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get to a point where like, you'll have maybe 3 or 4 of the top companies still around making printers, and that's where the competition will be. And you'll still have the smaller companies making machines, but I think they won't be as relevant as the top dogs. Now the issue is going to be what technology will keep you. Well, like what will be the technology that will evolve 3D printing further and further down the line?
Well, as all printers become good and similar, you're just going to end up with, like you said, you're going to end up with all of those toasters or those wash machines, and it's going to eventually be more. It's going to eventually be more difficult for the little guy, the atom forms, to get into the to the market.
K2 Kevin just dropped a bar. He was like, Prusa's making toasters and everyone else is making air fryers. That's it.
Wait, what was it? Wait, I missed it. Say that again.
K2 Kevin. He said Prusa's making toasters and everyone else is making air fryers.
I love my air fryer, man. That's a good.
I love my air fryer.
Yeah, goodness gracious. I love my air fryer. I used it tonight before stream for dinner.
Good Lord. Yeah. That is a like we might have to frame that and put it on the wall.
My air fryer.
Jeez.
I also love my Centauri carbon.
Man, sheesh. Dang, Kevin. That was a low one right there, man.
But then again,
Prusa was feeling good.
But then again, I don't use my air fryer to make toast.
That's valid.
Right?
But
I use my toaster to make
garlic
toast.
bread.
Yes, but
I do use it to elevate my toast to the next level, which is garlic bread.
Although I love my air fryer, my Centauri Carbon and my H2S, my H2C, my whatever other printer that comes out, I still like my MK4 toaster. I don't own an MK4. I'm just using that as an example. But there's and it's one of those things where
you just want toast.
so you said earlier, right? Like we're kind of we're the abnormal, right? Like we're in this all the time, so we know all of the stuff that's going on. So, but if you look, there is still a huge portion of the 3D printing world that just have one printer at home that are still running Ender 3s. Yeah. Lots of them. I still see tons of them.
That's right.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see like how long it will take for those to kind of phase out, because they're still out there,
Hey,
and it's not just us doing like the retro thing, but they're still. But it would be interesting to see when those toasters do eventually fade out. Will they eventually phase out? You know, will they be replaced with all of the new gen machines, or will there always be?
Like, will they elevate to the next level of 3D printing, or will they, like if you get deeper into it, and it really depends on your need. Because I had like I said, my first was a monoprice mini select, and then I was printing something. And I was like, wait, I can't even fit this on the bed, and I was like, I need a bigger
something bigger,
and that's what kind of and that's what kind of led me to get an Ender 3. And I still have an Ender 3, but like that's usually what moves people to the next level. A lot of people who have Enders still, they may never even go online to see podcasts and jump in communities. They just know that I can send a file to it and it works.
One of my closest friends local to me, him and his son print all the time. They print like every day, but he still has an Ender 3 Neo. Like that's the printer he uses, right? It's like it's got a CR touch on it, and you still set this the offset. It's and he prints a lot, but he's fine with that, right? Because he's not worried about, he's printing PLA. He does not worried about multicolor, and everything that he has printed to date fits on the bed. And if he needs something bigger, I print it for him. So he's one of those people that do print all the time and is perfectly fine with an Ender 3 and may never. And I've talked to him before, and I'm like, oh, you ought to get an A1, right? You ought to get a Bamboo A1, or you ought to get a Creality High, or you ought to get some other slightly bigger, faster new gen bed slinger. And he's like, why? My Ender 3 Neo is fine. And there's still a lot of that, but it'll be interesting to see how those phase out over time. But
it is a good time for us. It is great for us, and not so good for the companies, because they're going to be they're circling in the water. They're waiting to see who's going to fall, and they're going to jump in and take over, or they're just taking over anyway.
Yeah, but that's business in general, right? It doesn't matter what industry you're at or what you make.
Yeah.
If you manufacture TVs, there's always going to be some turmoil in your industry from whatever it is, whether it's a new person coming in or an existing company making something new. 3D printing is no different. There's always going to be new people. There's always going to be existing people. Old companies are going to falter and go stagnant, and then all of a sudden come out with something new. But
let's not forget that there's really only like 3 companies making TVs. Okay. All right.
Well, you got a lot. You got more. You got a lot of like off-brand things. Like if you look them up on Amazon, there's names on TV. Well, yeah. I mean, it's like if you buy a Hisense and then you go buy a Sansu, it's the same friggin' TV. It just got a different tag on the front of it. But I mean, what does that sound like? It's kind of similar to a lot of our filament, right?
Yeah. Well,
Like I always hear the thing where someone says like, "Oh, I bought such and such a filament off Amazon, some no-name brand, and it prints good." And it's like, well, yeah, it prints good because it's probably the same thing as one of the other big names that manufactures all the filament. Yeah. And they're just white labeling.
It's always funny when you know the correlations between those companies, and then people are like, "This sucks, this is great," and you're like, "They're the same thing." You don't know that. Inland gets that a lot. People are like, "I don't like Inland." I'm like, "You do."
You do. You just don't know it. Yeah. Well, that's that perspective, right? Like you have a different perspective. So if you knew that it was the same filament, just a different label, then you'd be you might change. Well, at first you'd probably be a little embarrassed, and then you'd but so what is it? 9:40.
That's 9:40.
We are over time. I am interested to find if anybody knows anything more about that Prusa thing. I want to know more about that. I hope they release more. I'm sure we'll see something tomorrow or the next day, more info about it. But So before we end, though, again, 10% off Greengate
Yes.
Pet G between whenever it starts. So give them time. Might be 24 hours before the code is working. But like Steve said, create your carts, put all your stuff you want to get in the cart. And then sometime tomorrow or the next day, try the code. Eventually it's going to work for you. So, but whenever it's active, it'll be active through the last day of, the 29th, right? The last day of 3D Printopia. So, which is really cool. And again, thank Greengate. If you guys follow them on all of their socials, throw them a thank you. And we'll put the code in the information in our Discord just in case you forget. But again, just spool again, as it's spelled as it sounds.
Prepare to be sick of us spamming you with that for like the next couple of weeks.
So
appreciate
use
you guys
that
as
discount
usual.
And throw them some love.
Yeah.
Thanks, GTR.
Next week we have we got Luke from Luke's Laboratory is going to be on with us. So that should be cool. Have your questions ready, and
we'll be probably talking about the tube and the Pika, right?
Yeah.
Pika or Pika?
Yeah.
Is it Pika or Pika? I think it's Pika.
I think it's Pika. Because I
never heard it actually said. I guess he can answer that for us, right? I'm guessing it's Pika.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys as usual. We will see you guys next week.
Have a good night. Do we want to raid?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anybody?
We're gonna raid. I'm gonna raid. Let's raid Fedor. 3D Print SOS.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kicking it off on my side. 3D Print SOS. Fedor, just tell him. I don't know.
I mean,
Fedor's about cheese when you go. Yeah.
Fedor's the best. It's always cheese with you. You're always saying cheese.
You don't say cheese? I don't know. Okay. I don't even like cheese like that.
I guess we were talking about crabs. Let's talk about crabs. Okay. No, don't talk about crabs. He might think. He is from Maryland, right? So everybody say.
Ask him where to get the best crab cake.
Yes.
All right, we're raiding.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
See you.
I'm out.